Hi, my name is Terry Anderton, and I'm the founder and CEO of Wagz. Wagz is a pet technology company headquartered in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, that was started by me and a couple close friends in 2015 around the idea of a modern take on pet containment and pet health and wellness. People want to stay connected to their pet all day long, and that's new. As when people were home during COVID, they were around their pets all the time. And now that people are going back to work, a lot of the sentiment out there is, how do I maintain contact with my pet? How do I have visibility into their day? How do I make sure that my pet is happy while I'm away? And so pet tech allows those parents to stay connected. For instance, with the Wagz products, they can check on their dog's location. They can check on their dog's activity for the day, how they're walking, how they're sleeping, where they're at, what's the temperature, the environmental conditions. Number one, our products have to be all based on science and research. We don't have any frills or any gimmicky type of features. Everything we've done is based on research and based on what's best for the pet parent and the pet. The other really key differentiator for our company is, throughout this journey, we've agreed, and the research has shown that shock is a really bad way to contain a pet. And most of the legacy products are based on shocking the dog. So with Wagz, we built humane corrections into the product. We don't shock the dog. And as a matter of fact, there's a big movement out there called Stop the Shock campaign. One of the major big box stores has removed all shock products off their shelves. It's really kind of an archaic way to address a problem when there's much more effective non-shock ways to ensure that dogs stay contained. And that's where Wagz has really been innovating. We have direct connections with our customers, and we have a built-in feedback loop with our end-use customers through our apps and products. And that we see the engagement. But we also understand that there's a really valuable infrastructure of stores and retailers out there that have kind of experts in the store. And so Wagz has embraced a channel strategy that involves not just direct to consumer, but we also work through our trusted partners in the local community, the mom and pop pet stores, the chains of pet stores, and to some degree, larger retailers such as Walmart and Petco and PetSmart. We want to make sure that our products are accessible wherever the customers shop and wherever the customers are. When we survey pet parents, the number one concern that keeps coming up over and over again is, how do I keep my pet safe? And so Wagz is really targeted on that market, which is highly differentiated from some of the names you may have heard that really just are GPS trackers. When you add in things like Wagz Smart Bowl, which is a new product we have coming out, that allows the consumer to understand how many calories they're giving their pet. When you match that data up with how many calories is my dog consuming, which you get from the activity monitoring inside a dog collar, you begin to have more of a holistic picture of your dog's health and wellness. The thing is, we have AI built into our platform, and we can do trend analysis and understand if there's a behavior change. For instance, is a dog not sleeping the way it was? Is the dog not exercising as much as it was? And alert the parent that there may be an issue that they should check into. And this is really allowing kind of an added resource to parents to have visibility into their overall pet's well-being. And we see a lot of innovation coming down the road that will even add more capabilities as time goes on. So an area that we're really focused on and innovating on is making the data we're collecting around health, wellness, and activity much more accessible to the pet parent and meaningful. And one way we're doing that is through voice. So using a voice translation service, taking this data and actually allowing the user to interact with the data through voice. So how is my dog doing? And having your app respond with a voice for your dog, giving your dog a voice, saying, got enough exercise, Abby slept 8 hours. Abby got, burned 1,250 calories in the last hour. Abby walked 5.2 miles. We look at ourselves as a pet technology company, but we want to hide the technology as much as possible and really just make us a pet solutions company. The supply chain over the last couple of years has been a difficult process. For IoT companies such as Wagz, where we rely on both the hardware component as well as software. The hardware side of it, a lot of the parts are long lead time parts. It's required a lot of disciplined planning, and the costs obviously have been skyrocketing in the supply chain. I think at this point in 2023, it's become much more stable and things are actually normalizing. But it's been a difficult environment for the last couple of years. Again, I just joined the board of the APPA, so I have a different viewpoint of it as well from kind of the macro level. There's so much room for innovation. It's interesting, the pet industry was largely, legacy services, legacy products up until the last 5 years. So there's just a ton of room for innovation. And we're seeing it across the spectrum, whether it's in food, in nutrition, in the type of pet products that are being offered. And in the pet tech space, it's really green fields. You can name a product that is available in the pet space, and we can make it smart and connected. And so that gives me a lot of excitement because we can see how we can leverage our know-how and continue to build out a really solid ecosystem of products for the pet space. And there's really no end in sight. So Wagz is a company that's built on this idea of engagement with our customers, keeping the customers connected to their pets. And to that end, what we've done is, for instance, with our smart connected dog collar, there's an app and people subscribe to the app because it actually operates over the cellular network. And this allows people to stay connected to their pet wherever their pet is. If the pet runs away for some reason, you immediately get alerted and you can track your pet down. But that creates a continuous engagement with our consumer over time. They're always interfacing with our products through the app. And it is this subscription model also creates a enduring kind of revenue model for the company. Also, we've innovated in areas, for instance, our pet bowl, our smart connected dog bowl. It has the ability to reorder food once you're out of it, and we call it auto replenish. It's like a subscription that you would see for traditional food, but it's based on consumption, not on time. And what we found is it's kind of a better way to work. It provides more convenience for the consumer, and they never get more food than they need. So all of this creates a sustaining and enduring, model for the company that allows us to grow and continue to add new products and adds real value to the consumer.